Ladies and gentlemen, we've all heard it, gentle parenting, gentle leadership. The idea that if we just provide enough comfort, if we cushion every fall, if we remove every hardship, then our children, our teams, will thrive. But here's the problem. Life isn't gentle. And if we don't prepare people for that reality, we are failing them. Think about the people you trust the most, the leaders you admire, who shaped you. Were they the ones who gave you everything you wanted? Were they the ones who bent every rule, softened every blow, and made sure you never experienced hardship? No. They were the ones who set expectations, who held you accountable, who made you earn it. Boundaries aren't restrictions, they are the foundation of trust. When people know where the lines are, they feel safe. A child who understands the rules of the house may not like them, but they learn to respect them. An employee who has clear expectations may feel challenged, but they know what's required of them. When leaders or parents fail to set boundaries, they create confusion. When the rules change based on emotions, when consequences are inconsistent, when no sometimes means maybe, it doesn't make people feel cared for. It makes them feel lost. At home, boundaries teach responsibility. When a child knows they have chores, when they know bedtime is non-negotiable, when they understand that actions have consequences, they develop discipline. They don't just learn how to follow rules, they learn how to operate in the real world, where deadlines exist, where hard work is required, where showing up on time matters. A child who never hears no from their parents will be shocked when they hear it from the world. At work, boundaries define culture. A team that understands expectations, what's acceptable, what isn't, what excellence looks like, operates with confidence. Without clear boundaries, teams become dysfunctional. When a leader tolerates mediocrity, when they fail to address poor performance, when they don't establish clear goals, they create an environment where people are unsure of where they stand. It doesn't feel freeing, it feels unstable. Some believe that being kind means being lenient, that setting limits makes you harsh or unapproachable. But the opposite is true. People trust leaders who are consistent. Children respect parents who follow through. Teams thrive under leaders who set high standards and enforce them fairly. Without boundaries, we don't create harmony, we create chaos. When people know what's expected, they don't have to guess. They don't have to wonder if today will be different from yesterday. They can trust that the rules apply no matter what. Growth doesn't come from ease, it comes from challenge. A child who never faces disappointment will struggle in the real world. An employee who never receives critical feedback will never improve. When we shield people from discomfort, we aren't protecting them, we're weakening them. A child who is always praised, even when they haven't earned it, begins to expect rewards for nothing. They become frustrated when things don't go their way, not because they lack potential, but because they were never taught to navigate struggle. Disappointment, failure, and frustration aren't things to avoid. They are the very experiences that teach resilience. The child who learns to lose a game without throwing a tantrum becomes the adult who can handle setbacks. The teenager who faces consequences for their actions becomes the employee who takes ownership of their mistakes. The same principle applies in the workplace. A team that only hears encouragement without constructive criticism stagnates. Employees who are never challenged to do better believe they're already at their best. Growth comes when people are stretched beyond their comfort zones. When they receive honest feedback, when they are given responsibilities that force them to think differently, work harder, and push through uncertainty. Without these experiences, they remain stuck, expecting praise for mediocrity and fearing anything that feels difficult. There's a misconception that discomfort is cruel, that allowing someone to struggle means we don't care. But the truth is, discomfort is a necessary ingredient for growth. The leaders who push us, the mentors who challenge us, the parents who expect more from us, these are the people who shape us into stronger, more capable individuals. It's not the easy moments that build us, it's the hard ones. And when we remove those, we remove the opportunity for real development. Too many parents want to be their child's best friend. Too many managers want to be liked. But when the priority is approval rather than guidance, we fail the very people we're supposed to lead. Children don't need a best friend at home. They need a parent who will set rules, enforce consequences, and provide structure. When parents avoid discipline to keep the peace, they raise kids who don't understand accountability. A child who is never told no doesn't learn how to handle rejection. A child who is always rescued never learns how to problem solve. Leadership in parenting means making decisions that may be unpopular but are necessary for growth. The same principle applies in the workplace. When leaders prioritize being liked over being respected, teams suffer. A manager who avoids difficult conversations to maintain a friendly atmosphere creates confusion. When expectations aren't enforced, performance declines. When tough feedback is withheld, employees don't improve. Leadership isn't about being the most popular person in the room. It's about creating an environment where people can thrive. That sometimes means making hard choices, setting firm expectations, and holding people accountable. Avoiding discomfort may feel kind in the moment, but in the long run, it does more harm than good.